Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video we've got info on the summon events coming for CvC tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be streaming, by the way. When CvC goes live, it is going to be a personal reward CvC with, as you can see, gilded medallions in there for crafting clan relics. I'm expecting these top rewards to be clan relics as well, or the fragments for clan relics as well. I think it's a pity there's no clan relic stuff in the clan rewards themselves, like just your main stuff. That would be better as well to add in. But yeah, there we go. Or they could add it, they could just do whatever the clan relic fragments up here always, and then add in reaction gear in here. You know, I don't know. I feel like they could improve the rewards a little bit. It's something I'm keen on at the moment. So another thing to watch out for, we do have, you saw it in the background, stage 3. The raid minigame. This actually gets pretty tough. You can see there's now a boss, so you have to survive unto the boss. And basically, my strategy is focusing on the arrow rain to just clear out all the little guys and just running around in circles. If you want to do this, and then I actually really like the frost arrow. I found was very helpful for the boss, just to make it less stressful. But I think you kind of do anything, just run in circles, basically. Yeah, you will get there. I'll show you the boss in a sec as well, when we get there as well. But yeah, that is happening right now. Roughly, the primal shard is probably the biggest thing at the end. Stage 3 is definitely the hardest. The other stages are very easy. The gear all kind of sucks because it's only 5-star. It's about, I think one of my clan members worked out, said it's about $15 worth of rewards. So like, it's okay, but it's not going to change the game forever. All right, now we also have, I thought the best joke, YST messaged me, and he was like, Nub, even Raid can't afford shards anymore. Oh my god, look at this. That we've got little colored dots. I think they had a bot post it, the Krisk bot post it instead of one of the community managers. I think they might be on a break today or something. Monday Mesa Bank holiday. I don't know. But yeah, we've got this. This is progressive events, obviously 15x up to 25x, whatever, during CvC. The Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, this obviously is not part of the fusion. I'm actually going to put up a poll today. I suspect a lot of people are going to be skipping the fusion. Like I said, I don't think he's bad. I think he's actually a pretty good champion. I retested him today because I messed up my first test, and I thought, actually, he's pretty good, but you might not need him. Do you need an AoE decrease speed champion for Hydra? Do you need an AoE weaken champion for Hydra? Do you need a damage dealer for Hydra? If the answer is yes to those, then great. But it could easily be no, I don't. Hydra's been out for years, bro. I don't need that shit. So yeah. Anyway, these are the champs. My thoughts on this. So yeah, again, I think this is more of like a fun meta review, sort of how I look at it. The meta review with Nub, as opposed to should you actually pull. Again, I think there's pretty low value to pull for this stuff. Aside from a couple of these champs are pretty good. Heron, the Harvester, he's brand new. He's a new lizard. I presume it's in the game now. Yeah, it is. Kevin the lizard, here he is. I think he's decent. I think he's low value to pull though. I would definitely be waiting to see, does this champ do well? And listen, if this champ does do well in arena or whatever, they will run so many progressives for him. You don't need to stress. But I think he's a cut-in champion, right? You AoE sleep them, block debuffs, and then you put a target skill on cooldown. When someone wakes up from sleep, he'll counterattack with this, and its turn meter push back. His A1 is decreased speed, turn meter steal. I think he's decent, but not crazy, and I think he demands the sort of gear that you want for Fabian and Armans and all of that. I think you'll just struggle to gear him as well. But I think he's good. I think if you pulled him early, he's good, but I wouldn't chase him. But I think, oh, sorry, that's way too big. How do I make it? That's what she said. Here we go. I think he's decent, but nothing crazy. Thor, I think, is also probably a bit better. Thor's great. Thor's got proven value. Again, not a champion I'd chase to pull. He's such a solid damage dealer. He is so great. Yeah, like he's like a 4.5 champ. But I don't know if I'd chase him in a progressive. He's just a monstrous attack damage dealer with AoE especially. Pumping it out. AoE stuns. Fantastic. He's not top tier in arena though, which is the hardest place. But he's very good for Hydra. Yeah, Thor, he's really good. I probably wouldn't recommend pulling for him, but he's really good. Aestrid, yeah, she's really good as well. In fact, I'm going to mark Thor up a bit. I do like Thor. Aestrid is great. It's actually an interesting comparison to the new fusion, isn't it, with Aestrid? She was like this time last year. at Easter last year. Uh, the AoE decrease speed weaken, same as the new fusion on a 3-turn, but she has increased speed, increased attack, and turn meter boost for your team with an extra turn. Tiny bit of healing, really good arena speed aura. Her A1 is decent for arena, and she's got insane base speed. She's actually a great arena champion. She's a fantastic alternative to Arbiter. Like, if you have a better soul for her, Faction Guardian's better. If you got better accessories for Sylvans than High Elves, she's a really strong alternative to Arbiter. Very similar. And yeah, she's a good champ. She's also, like I said, great for Hydra. And it's interesting, the new fusion does damage with decreased speed and weaken. She brings you that, but she also brings you this move as well. So I think, yeah, it's tough to actually pick between them. Aestrid is more proven value. But yeah, again, I wouldn't hugely recommend going for her. You'd be better off going for the fusion if you need a champ like this, I generally feel. Lady Kimmy, decent, not crazy. Might come back in for Faction Wars, but Kimmy probably doesn't seem too much use. Again, she's a decreased speed, decreased accuracy, with increased speed, increased accuracy, and turn meter fill. I think her main use is with bombs for like Siege and maybe classic tag arena. Great champ for bombs. Again, amazing base speed, amazing. And turn meter boost, increase accuracy speed. Set up your bomb champs or your debuff champs for success. But not too hot apart from that. Yeah, so she's mostly for that sort of stuff. She's good for Doom Tower as well. She's got a great aura for Doom Tower. So she's a great champion. Happy to pull her. I probably wouldn't chase her. Strategos Islan, I'm not a fan of. I think he's pretty bad. His main use is for Fina teams with Trunda. Yeah, Islan's just not great. So he's ally protection. You know, he self-buffs himself. He can mischief tank. He has an AoE decreased speed. His A1 can provoke. It's got a better chance to provoke when he counterattacks. This is sort of his problem in Hydra. He's got a low chance to provoke on the A1. And then does he even get targeted by Head of Decay? Who knows? So yeah, he also, you know, heals people, which is nice. Heals himself a lot. I think he's okay. I'm not a huge Islan fan. I've used him a few times just because he's got, you know, he's not bad champ. He's just, again, not a champ I would chase. Now, Fighty is really good. Krisk is really good. Primaria is even pretty decent looking towards faction crypts. Krisk, I think, is really still such a good carry for all the clan bosses. Demon Lord, Chimera, Hydra. He's great for all of them. Just so many buffs and debuffs in his kit. It's great. And protecting your team. He's just, yeah, he's a real MVP. You can't really go wrong with having a Krisk. So he's one that if you don't have a Krisk, that is a reasonable one, I think, to pull in the 15x. Fighty, likewise, also really solid. Yeah, the buff strip with block buffs, decrease speed, and turn meter boosting for your team. Increase resist, perfect fail, and reset, reducing the cooldown of your skills. Got some fun stuff over here, healing over here. I think he's just a really solid champion. It's hard to go wrong with a cooldown reset champ like this. Cooldown reduction. It's just such a useful thing to have for speed farming anywhere, for doing anything. Like, he's just really good. So again, he's a reasonable one to pull for. Primaria, I wouldn't recommend pulling for, but she is good now, right? Speed in all battles. She has full cleanse, turn meter boost, and block debuffs, with even more turn meter boosting for debuffs removed on a 3-turn. Then she has an AoE stun on a 4-turn, and also turn meter pushback. AoE decrease speed A1. She's decent, and she's immune to a bunch of CC. So she's going to be really, really good for hard faction wars for this faction. She's decent for Siege. She's good with Ziklik. They're a great combo, because this guy puts out block buffs at the start of the round. So he stops like Stone Skin or whatever, and then she can come in and AoE stun and push the turn meter back. Good combo, but not crazy. But yeah, she's good, but I wouldn't pull for her, but she is good now. And yeah, then on Wednesday, Glaykit. Now, Glaykit's really strong. Glaykit would be the one that I would probably be considering pulling for. Also, Necmo and Operdin is up there. Stock's okay. And Kaja is also good. They're all reasonable. So, Glaykit, I think, is particularly strong. Just as a general support, he brings so many buffs. Increase defense for 3 turns, increase attack, perfect veil, turn meter boosting. He gives you more damage, 10% when you're under perfect veil. Yeah, he's got freeze A1, which is fine. Speed in all battles. He's just good. He's just a good support. He's got great base stats as well. He's just a solid reviver. Oh, I forgot to say, of course, he's got the revive in the A3. He's solid, so can't go too far wrong with Glaykit. Necmo has really strong value right now as well. Great progression champ. Great Hydra champion, particularly good for Chimera. He's in a lot of the high-end Chimera teams because Speed Aura is great. Increased speed, turn meter boosting, big turn meter boost. AoE decrease speed leech, AoE decrease attack. Again, the AoE makes this great for Hydra. And just he's got 3 really useful debuffs. He's got like and then one of the best buffs and turn meter boosting. He has so much happening for Chimera. I run him in my Chimera team in 9-piece Feral, and then some rotations where he's weak affinity to one of the forms, run him in Affinity Breaker. It's probably the easiest way to do it and just be consistent using Necmo. So he's really, really good. Operdon got buffed, great champ, and particularly good if you got Senna. If you have Senna, it's a maybe to go for him because they combo very well. Continuous heals, block buffs, removes block buffs, heal reductions, continuous heals and block debuffs for 2 turns, and a little bit of a cleanse. Healing there, A1 turn meter boosting. Yeah, continuous heals, more turn meter. He's a great combo with Senna. I do think Androck is better, but Operdon is definitely worth considering. So he's really strong. Doc is a great champ, former fusion. I like him, but doesn't have a major place in the game right now. The AoE poisons and then exploding the poisons. Yeah, so he's a great champ, but doesn't really fit in the meta. And Kaja, great speed champ. Again, for Arena. Her aura is a bit worse. I don't know why they gave her such a bad aura. 19%. It feels like it should be like a 24%, but hey, it is what it is. Her base speed's a little lower as well, but if you've got good gear again for Bannerlords, she's got a good turn meter boost, bit of block debuffs, got a revive. She's a good champ. She's a good champion. And combo with Timid's probably going to be very strong for Faction War. So she's solid. So again, like some people pull for her. Like Biohack is famous, I think, for being a big fan of Kaja and just pull lots of copies of Kaja and power her. People don't want to ban a Kaja, and then she's really fast. Certainly if she's +2. So yeah. Then the Voids, Arathia Corpse Flower. I have tested this champ. I've got a video. She is absolutely terrible. I might put the video out on Wednesday itself. I think she sucks. I was so disappointed. She's really fun, but her damage is terrible. Stifi is amazing, well worth pulling for, and Incense is really good as well. And there you go. So yeah, I think, well, just to mention, Stifi, obviously, so many buffs, just a great arena champion. She's definitely not as good as she was. She's definitely falling off in terms of the meta, because she puts out so many buffs and her turn meter boost is quite small. She's very vulnerable to like Queen of Hearts, to Supersonic set, that sort of stuff. So she's got some weaknesses and she's got pretty long cooldowns, but she's still great, man. She's still fantastic. And who's the other one? Incensa, yeah, really solid champ as well. AoE decrease defense and weaken. Great, perfect. And then her A1's really good, where she keeps doing AoE decrease attack and brings in highest crit damage for an ally attack, so spamming some ally attacks. Got some other stuff which is fine, like the Poison Cloud is interesting. Only champ with that. But this isn't, I think, crazy useful. It's more so spamming the A1 and using this when you need it. But she's a good champ. She's good. And there you go. That's sort of my thoughts on that. So what would I actually pull for? I could definitely see you pulling for Voids. You could easily, I think, pull for Fighty, for Krisk, Stifi, or Incensa. And again, what I mean by pulling is if you are super close to Mercy. Again, you've got like 20 Voids, 30 Voids maybe to hit Mercy. You're like, I've been waiting. I'm really close. I think it's reasonable enough to pull for all of them. None of them are like, let's say, as crazy late game changing as like a Mariska or something like that, or Odin or whatever. But they're all very, very, very good, and you can't really go wrong with those. I wouldn't pull for Arathia or Tremeria personally, but I could see myself pulling for the other ones recently. I'm not going to, but if I was close to Mercy and I didn't have them, then yeah, reasonably enough. Like definitely, particularly Sifi and Krisk, I would probably go for myself, and Fighty quite possibly. Incensa probably 4th place out of those. I'd maybe go Sifi 1, Krisk 2, Fighty 3, Incensa 4. From these shards, I probably wouldn't go for day 1 stuff, honestly. Like Thor maybe, and Astrid's decent, but I probably wouldn't. But I think day 2 is nice. Necmo, yeah, probably Necmo number 1 because of Chimera. And then maybe Glakid number 2, again, because Chimera Hydra, so I should put Necmo higher than him. And they'd probably be the only major ones I'd pull for. Now, depending on where you are, your account, you might say, well, I want to stack Kajas, I want the Operdon for Senna, I want Thor, because Thor, you could reasonably go for it, but I wouldn't hugely recommend them personally. So, yeah, I think there's 5 champs that you could pull your Mercy for, realistically, and that's sort of what I think of that. So there we go, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. You can ask me any questions you want, within reason. I'm not legally obligated to answer them, depending on what you ask. But yeah, I'll see you guys for CvC stream tomorrow. That's probably going to be it for today for videos. Plenty of them. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.